Hi. Do you know what I have to tell kids every once in a while? To have fun. I know. What? You're telling kids to have fun? That seems like the reaction in every situation. In some kids, it is. And I don't know how often in the classroom kids like want to do so good that they make this hard. And the superhero project is designed to have fun. Okay, so you got the sketching done. You've done, got some faces on there, some hands on there. Really, that's the hard part, really. And now the coloring it in and giving it a background, that to me, that's the fun part. And I would love for you guys to enjoy it as well. So let me show you what I have so far. So remember this? This is my sketch that I did on my drawing pad. And I want to put it on a background. This is a great time to take another piece of paper because a lot of you probably, even more than me, can see like these big lines in here and it looks kind of messy, okay? Chances are, if you're like most fifth graders, it's pretty messy at this point. So this is where if you have a marker or if you don't, in your set came colored pencil. So I have a black color pencil right here, and I can actually see through this. You can barely see this through this, but basically what I'm going to do is trace my guy like this. So I'm going to carefully, and I'm not going to draw out my sketch circles, okay? So there was a big circle right here where the shoulder blade was. I'm not going to draw that. I'm going to make it feel like I don't need to sketch, all right? I know some kids don't like to sketch because they think there's this thing where artists can just draw things right off the top of their head, like I'm doing right now. If you couldn't see where I was tracing it, you might say, "Wow, Mr. Lane must be a real artist because he's able to draw right through this." Well, the truth is, I'm tracing it, and I would in real life if this was a job of mine. And hopefully you'll get to see an example of someone whose their job is to draw superheroes, and that's pretty amazing. I'm going to stop the film and finish tracing this. The magic of video. Boom, I did it. All right. Now I've traced it, and what I'm going to do next is color it in with my color pencils. Now, a couple things about coloring things in. One, you want to be really solid, okay? So, for example, if I want to make him have a red cape on there, I know that the what's Incredibles made fun of capes. No capes, but I like to have capes. Couple things I want you to do when you color it in. Color it in solid, okay? So build it up. I'm going to start slowly. We're actually going to do something later where we look at how to color with color pencils, and then like one of our last assignments when we do that. But right now, I want you to kind of work on keeping it even, building it up slowly. So I might build that up slowly and then add some more. I'm going to stay inside the lines. Maybe that's an obvious thing to say, but I want to stay inside the lines, and I want to build this up the best I can on the side here. I think I'm going to make that red as well. I can make the gloves red or white, maybe white. Maybe make the pants here red, and white boots. I don't know. Maybe I'll try some other things out. You can also put two colors in. I mean, that's interesting to do the red. What would happen if I go over top of that with yellow to give it just a little more flair, a little more orange look to it? That sometimes can be nice. You can go from one to the other. Maybe I'll try that with like blue or green or something like that. So let me stop the film again and then quickly. Woo! There I go. Got that colored in super quick. Now I can take this part off and put that aside. Now what I can do is put a background on it. Now, what I'm going to show you here. I don't usually allow kids to do in the classroom, but I think it's the best solution for us right now because if no, anyways, I have another example here on the Chromebook that I've linked to your Google Classroom, and this one's called Superhero Backgrounds. All right, so I have a and also have some bad guys there. Okay, so you could pick some bad guys, and you could pick these different backgrounds. Once again, you can look up your own. I picked ones that are pretty good that I think could work really well for you. And a couple of things I want to show you that you can do with these Chromebooks. Number one, if you look at this key right here, it's a square with these lines on it. If you click it like that, you get rid of all the extra borders, and that's very helpful. What I want to do is I'm going to do some more tracing, and I really want you to learn how to sketch. I don't want you to trace superheroes this way. I can tell. Let me tell you a little something. I can tell, when a kid is traced. But your superhero, your bad guy, I don't know if you want to do this ugly thing up here. I don't know. You could do that for your background and just trace it. I'm gonna maybe this guy jumping in the sky, and I kind of like this right here. And what you could do is you could trace it. You could put your paper up to that, and maybe try to trace that or draw it outright. I mean, you can use that. Some of my better students can just sort of look at that and draw it that way. I don't really care what method you use on that, but actually it works a little better if you turn off the lights too, and then it becomes like a light board to come across. I'm not going to demonstrate that. But I like to use it as a reference and just look, and then I could do a city that way, or I could do that one with the landscape and the planet in the background. But I want you to color in a background. I'm going to spend a couple minutes doing that. In other words, magically show you the advantages of having a video. And I think that's going to conclude for today. Here we go. Hey, I just did a background, and I kind of drew it myself. I did some of the buildings back there, a little river down here. This is going to be a 2-day assignment, and so look on Google Classroom when exactly it's due, so you can work today in the Unified Arts time, and then tomorrow as well, and there might even be an extra room, even a third day on this. But if you see the studio sign come up during class time, then that just means go ahead and work on that. I'm available for responses, or if you want to show me what you've done so far, that would be great. But try to, and like I said at the beginning of this video, have fun with the background. Have fun with your superhero. I feel like I needed to probably put something in there. He's getting ready to fight. I don't know. There's an impending doom in the background. Maybe I have this robot back here that is about ready to destroy things, and that might be a really good. It doesn't take much. Okay, and he's getting ready for some doom. But once again, have fun with that, and we'll see what you got for your final. And make sure that you put it in the Google Slides that's connected to your Google Classroom so that you can turn it in when you are finished.